Think about that. A rally to restore sanity. Now, I thought that we had hope and change. Isn't this the people that ushered in the big Obama thing, and they were so, yay! They were so happy that Obama was president, and he gets in there. And now it's such a quick change. It's like whoosh from 2008. You know, like we weren't there. The worlds were gonna, the clouds were gonna part, and the ray of sunlight was gonna come down, and the oceans were gonna cool, and everything was okay, and the world loved us. And now we need a rally to restore sanity from this whole situation. I don't understand it. Hey, we're still here with Paul, and we're talking about this Washington Examiner report of this whole rally situation. Paul, tell us some more about what's going on with this thing. This whole rally's got me crazy today.
Yeah, so what the Washington Examiner reported, and I think it's like within the last hour or something, there's an organization that is called Pajamas Media.
Yeah, we know them. We love them. They're great.
They're great. They have an affiliate called PJTV. Like, they do videos and media type of stuff.
Yeah, our girl Charisse does stuff for them, Crowder, the whole crew. We love it.
That's right. Anyway, they wrote to an executive with Comedy Central and asked if they could get media credentials to cover this rally.
Right.
Not only were they denied media credentials,
what?
They were told that nobody was going to be allowed to film the event that wasn't with a credentialed media.
Wait, whoa. Let me understand that. They're saying that an event on the Washington Monument, the Washington Mall, if you will, on public grounds, on public property in our nation's capital, that a rally, quote, to restore sanity, a political/entertainment rally in our nation's capital on public land, public parks, that somehow they were going to tell people that they couldn't exercise their First Amendment right to free speech and to film and their personal property to tape what they wanted to tape. How do you even say that?
I don't know how you say it. I don't know how you defend it. And Jon Stewart himself, the first remarks that he made when he came out today were, hey, look, let's not leave litter here. So you kind of, it seems a little bit like offbeat if you're telling people not to litter and you're telling people you don't want them to film your event. It's like, what's going on here?
This is crazy. Now, I want to understand this. Do you think that they're scared of the comparison to the Glenn Beck rally and the Sarah Palin rally? Because the Glenn Beck-Sarah Palin rally was so smooth. Everybody cleaned up. There weren't any crazy signs that we see, or at least not that I can remember. And now they're worried that maybe some of the quote-unquote, my personal opinion, maybe some of the freaks are coming out for this event here. It is the day before Halloween, and we know that the liberals sometimes can get a little askew.
Yeah, I do think they're afraid of that. I'm afraid. I think that they're afraid that the place will be trashed when people leave. And I've already seen at least one sign that's questionable. It says, tea parties are for little girls and their imaginary friends. It's like, Alice in Wonderland or something. It's like, direct shot the Tea Party people. You didn't see that at the Beck rally.
We did not see that at the Beck rally. And again, I'm asking anybody in the whole world to call me up right now at 1-866-770-5556 or hit the chat room on the Ustream. You go to KFIV.com, hit the chat room, the John D. Villarreal chat room. Please, anybody, tell me what is the two questions. I want to know, number one, what is the point of this rally? Like, really? And number two, if it's restoring sanity from what? So where's the insanity? Is it with Obama? Is it with Glenn Beck and Rush Limbaugh and Sarah Palin? I don't understand. And if it is, why hold it in Washington, D.C.? I don't get it. I don't get it. Is it a political rally? Is it a rock concert? Is it an entertainment comedy rally? Are Colbert and Jon Stewart going to do a 30-minute stand-up? Is this a get-out-the-vote thing? What is the point of this rally? I mean, Paul, do you have any clue what the point of this rally is? I'm not against either Colbert or Jon Stewart. They can both be funny, but I don't get this rally.
Well, I think, officially it has been said that it's supposed to be supporting moderates who just want the political dialogue to be more civil or something like this. But, look, I mean, the main shot of the stage shows the Capitol building right in the background. clearly there are political overtones, but it just doesn't make sense. It's not a coherent whole here.
Well, and who's the moderate? President Obama and the liberals and Nancy Pelosi and Harry Reid? Those are the moderates. That's why there's going to be this tsunami on Tuesday, in my personal opinion. We're going to talk about election. We're going to go over all the hot races and our predictions and preview, and we're going to talk about what happened to Meg Whitman and how we might be able to rally to help her. But I think that race is in dire shape. We're going to talk about that in the next segment. But I don't understand this. So Paul, give me a sense of, we're going to get some reports back here from Washington D.C. Give me a sense now of what you're seeing on TV with this rally. I mean, what's going on with this rally right now?
Right now, Jon Stewart is at a podium, apparently trying to pretend to be a candidate, and Colbert's walking around, and it seems like it'll be successful as maybe like an entertainment venture. Beyond that, I don't know what's getting accomplished here.
Yeah, I don't either, and I don't know who would want to attend this rally. I guess if you're a Kid Rock fan, I understand that. If you're a John Legend fan or Sheryl Crow fan, I understand that. But it just seems kind of pointless. Now, one of our subscribers emailed something to us that I thought was very funny. They're like, "Yeah, this is great. I'm glad they're having this rally because this is all the liberals that can't go out and canvass politically this week." So, actually, as a political impact, it might actually be a net negative, even though I know they're hoping to get a big PR and possibly, in my personal opinion, propaganda push out of this. And we know that the media has been all over this, asking for 1,000 media credentials, which is way more than any of these other rallies, as far as I understand.
That's right. And another thing that I have heard is we both heard that, like, Ariana Huffington of the Huffington Post was busing a huge number of people down there. Oprah Winfrey said she was going to help people get down there. And I've heard that a lot of different liberal and left-wing groups were going to be there passing out brochures and this type of thing.
I mean, don't you just have the feeling that it's a couple things? That it's style over substance, that, Jon Stewart's the cool kid, so we all need to be there and rally with them and everything like that, but there's no real point. It's almost like if I had a conservative new media rally, or Dave and I got together and we had the Super KFIV rally, whatever like that, and we went out to, I don't know, we went to the Capitol here in Sacramento, and we go to Sacramento, and we just sit down there, and everyone's eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. And then we have 100,000 people show up eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Like, what is it? For what? This is the rally to restore PB&J.
Yeah, I mean, it does appear that way. I mean, the Glenn Beck rally had a purpose, as far as I understood it, which is, look, unemployment is around 10%. People are concerned. People that feel like things are relatively chaotic in the nation. This rally is it's mocking those people, and it just kind of I don't know. It's just like a throwaway thing, it seems.
Well, here's the thing: the liberal template is always that Republicans. That when Republicans do well, it's because they use fear and they went negative and they use scare tactics and terror alerts and this and that, whatever. That's all that we heard through Bush and Reagan and everything like that, right? And then when Democrats win, it's hope and it's change and the American people are smart and everyone's enlightened and the flowers are blooming and everything like that. But here's the thing for this election. Number one, you had the liberals running everything. And by his own admission, and by the liberals' admission, see, this is the kind of verbal schizophrenia and hypocrisy that you have. On the one hand, they're saying, Obama just hasn't explained his agenda enough, and he doesn't understand political theater enough because he's accomplished so much. It's so unbelievable. Well, wait a minute. If he's accomplished so much, then why is everyone so scared? Why do we need a rally to restore sanity? Why is the economy in the dump? Why is everything pretty much suck right now? And that's what I'm getting at. Look, it's one thing to make fun of people, and you're a comedian, and Colbert and Stewart have to do its thing. It's another thing when, you know what? I can understand people being scared when they lose their home, when they lose their job, when they've been on unemployment for 99 weeks, and that's the run out now, and they can't get any more. I can understand when people have lost their entire life savings, their 401k. I can understand when Bernie Madoff or some other people may have ripped them off or something like that. Yeah, you know what? People are scared, Jon Stewart and Stephen Colbert. People are scared because right now everything sucks. and we're sick of it. And you can sit there and make fun of everybody all that you want, and restore sanity, and I'm going to make fun of those Republicans. Republicans aren't in charge, fools. You are. And this place is in shambles, and America's in shambles. And guess what? Come Tuesday, we're going to have a nice little thing called an election, and we're going to sweep you fools out, and then we'll have some hope. Maybe then we'll have some hope and change. But we're going to keep a keen eye on these Republicans to make sure they're not rhinos and sell out to the special interests and do the insider club thing a la Mike Castle. And we're going to talk about what's going on with this Murkowski thing and this complete circus that's going on down in Florida with Charlie Crist potentially cutting weird, crazy backroom deals with Bill Clinton and maybe even Obama. We don't know, but there's rumors flying, and we're going to talk about that. So, yeah, we want to restore some. If you want to restore some sanity, how about you restore some fiscal sanity? How about you restore some spending sanity? How about you restore some economic sanity? How about if we do that? Why don't we start with that? I mean, Paul, do you see what I'm saying, dude? These people, they don't even know what's going on. People are really scared out there for a reason.
Look, I totally agree. I would say that this election has nothing to do with fear. It's about performance. And that's what it's going. That's what we're going to see.
I said that from step one. This is about competence. The guy's not competent. Everyone's picked up on it, as they always do. We know all the insiders from Rush, Beck, all the rest, the RNC. They all look at our stuff. And I said this early on. This isn't about race. This isn't about anything. It's about competence. This guy's not competent. I knew exactly what he is. I knew exactly what these liberals are. And you can have all of the theater that you want and all the propaganda. And you can have all the media on your side. But when the rubber hits the road, baby, then you have to see what's going on. It's just like in a fight. You can hype, and both sides can talk. Guess what? When the cage door shuts, it's just mano a mano. You and me, brother. And if you don't have it, you're done because I got it.